Are you ready?
Can you just be really nice?
Have you watched this yet?
No.
I mean, look at
None
how...
of us get sneak peeks of this but you.
Watch how he starts this. You ready?
I'm literally going to be silent this whole video.
Why wouldn't you come get us when it started? Do you not understand that 2-part epoxy needs to mix into 2 parts?
Why are you laughing?
Yes or no?
This is not funny.
Yes or no?
Go get me the bin of epoxy off the counter in Dad's room.
You're gonna have costing hours here, and I'm never gonna trust it.
Okay, I'm not going to talk about this until we get there because this was a very tough moment for me.
You're gonna learn this about me. I overbuild everything.
Nico paid me to do it.
You're gonna learn this about me. I overbuild everything, and I never have anything fail.
Part of the reason we want the vents on these tanks, which we put them at the top of the tank here and it comes down through the floor, is so that it allows air in and air out as water enters and leaves the tank. The other thing is when they're filling it, they know they're full because water comes out the vent. That's why we wanted to vent it outside. So I thought down there's perfect, water will just run right out the bottom of the trailer, no worries, everything's great. So I put them where I put them, but the problem is, this is my high point, and there's a hose from there all the way down to my low point. So when you overfill the tank, it started coming out that vent and it created a siphon.
Do you understand this?
So when you overfill the tank,
Have you ever siphoned anything in your life?
No.
and it created a siphon. And
I stole so much gas from my dad's truck. So much.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It wasn't so much a lot of work, but sometimes you swallowed gas and it was really unpleasant. But I did it. I mean, because I had a go-kart and a motorcycle. And,
Why didn't you just steal from Ray?
Ray didn't have a car probably or something. I don't know. My dad's truck was probably because dad's truck was way easier because the tank was way up high, see? So you could get a good drop, which is required for siphoning.
Okay.
And if it was just one tank, that'd probably be okay. It would siphon out until it reached the level of the vent hole and it would just stop. So it would eventually be okay. But the problem is when you have this tank connected to this tank, water just keeps sucking from this tank now back to this tank and running outside all by itself. Just Quinton comes in here and he's like, that water level dropped. And I'm like, it can't drop. There's no way it dropped.
Quinton was right, but he didn't know why. He didn't know why. He's just like, oh, it looks lower. He doesn't know why. I figured out why.
And then when I figured out what was happening, it was literally sucking water from that tank into this tank, out my vent, and going down on the ground. So we would basically fill both of these tanks, and then this tank would suck dry. This would come down to about here, and then it would stop losing water. So major brain fart, and I have spent a lot of time thinking about how to fix it. Didn't come up with anything. Then this morning when I woke up, first thing that hit my brain again, so I solved it before I got out of bed.
I solved it in bed. It's the only time I can solve it in bed because you guys aren't there screwing up my life.
Quinton, how can I help you?
Well, all my wires are green.
All his wires are green. There you go. See this? We're supposed to have a white, a black, and a green. So what we got is white tape, green tape, and our white tape. What the hell?
And green tape, just to be thorough.
Quinton, you did this really, really good, except I don't. What kind of a person puts green tape on a green wire?
I just needed.
No, please, look at the camera. I want to know what kind of person puts
What? You can see it. It's not invisible.
green. That tape looks black on that green
No,
wire.
it
So
does
now
not.
now I'm just confused. He put green tape on a green wire so that we know that that wire is green.
So you know that this wire's ground.
Okay, so what's your question?
This right here, it works really well this way, but when I go to turn this one on, it's really tight, and so like the smallest movement turns that 100 off. Does that? That's what I was going to ground a little off that. Is that a no or?
Yeah. It has to. The main thing is that it has to work. I don't know, Quinton. It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. I'd be fine with that. Just make sure you don't ruin it, right?
Yeah.
These conversations are the reason sometimes Quinton gets in trouble. Because I'll go back and forth 6 times on a conversation, and then he'll just choose which one of those he wants to stop at. And I'm like, no, I changed it. That's not where I landed. Because just now I told him, yeah, go ahead and change it. And then later I'm like, don't change it, it's fine.
The way this works, this is a safety thing. People are killed every year when power goes out by people hooking generators up to their home and then not turning the main off, which means it powers up their home, but it also sends power back out to the power company, and then somebody will come to work on a power line that's supposed to be turned off, and they'll grab a hold of wire that is hot. So the point is, when this 60 amp breaker here is on, that lets my generator be powering this Brewster up. When this 100 amp is on, that's coming from the power company when we hook up to the power company. We never want those on at the same time. So they make devices like this, and what it is, it's a safety disconnect. If this breaker is on, then this one can't be on. If I flip this on, watch, it's gonna turn that one off. I can't, actually it'd just be hard on it to do that. I have to turn this one off so that I can turn this one on. And I think it's fine, Quinton. This is not something we turn on and off all the time. Mm-hmm. And right now, I mean, I think it kind of fell into something right there. I think it's fine. Okay. I don't think you need to mess with it. So right now my 100 amp is on, my 60's off, and it has to be because that's pulling it over. If I turn my 100 amp off, now I can turn my generator on. You can't do both at the same time, and it's very smart. If you're going to hook up a circuit for a generator, it's very smart to do that and I can lock this one out if I want to. Or lock it into this position to where this one has to be the one that's turned on.
It took him a long time to get those wires in there. But he learned something. Quinton wired his first breaker box.
Where is Steffi? Steffi's here in her Jeep.
And not working.
Okay, you need to go get her. Put her to work. So she needs to get her butt to work. Work! If she gives you any shit, you grab her and bring her to me.
I was working. Yes. I was literally trying to get a shift covered.
We need, Mandy's right. Her
Come on,
work
Kendra,
here,
let's do this.
We gotta keep this going.
Quinton's like, I got this.
Nico's like, no, he doesn't.
I'm gonna rip her out of this side. Shane said, get your ass to work. Taking your door with me. How do you take the door off? Taking away your door privileges. She got Pop-Tarts. I'm good now.
That was Quinton getting me.
I tried my hardest, but she offered me a Pop-Tart.
And you went away? You're like, Haas. Okay, we'll be friends. All right, kiss. You got the stuff?
Didn't work very well. No, it didn't.
First thing you gotta do is catch
So
these
you say.
things.
I got a goddamn Pop-Tart.
So according to Quinton, he went over there to cause drama. She gave him a Pop-Tart, and then he just like, oh, we're friends.
Oh, you don't need to get out anymore.
Is that how it went, Kendra?
Yeah.
So is she
That's
out?
how it be sometimes.
Is she out? Tell her to get her butt over here, and a Pop-Tart ain't gonna make me go away.
Kendra literally was like, Daddy's yelling, if you don't get out here right now. I'm like, it's fine, I'm working.
Why wouldn't you just come to
I
work?
was working.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
You guys have to learn. Work time with me is work time with me.
But I can't let all the other stuff crumble.
You get it done first.
I was. That's why I wasn't getting out of my car.
No, like before you're supposed to be there. Get up earlier.
Oh my gosh, then they're not awake.
Oh, look, Cassie's down there this time. At least she's wearing glasses.
Yeah. She doesn't wear glasses that much.
Well, that's a bad place to have no glasses. Fat Thor's here. Hey, you get my car yet? Hey, where's my car? Hey, how about now? Have you got my car? Can I have the car? Can you get the car? Can you get the car? Hey Shane, can I get the car? Hey Shane. How about now? Shane? Hey, call Laura, Shane. Call Laura.
I don't know why he's so excited about that car.
I seriously think we should let him get it around and go tip it upside down. We totally should do it.
He said he has it running.
And then I'll just give him his $200. That's what we should have done. I should have done it first. I should have said it. I totally blew it. You guys should have. Cause I'd have done. That would have been fun. It should have been like I would have bought it. Said, hey man, I got it for you for free. And don't worry, we're gonna deliver it. And then we just bring it over and just tip it upside down. And so there you go, Phil. Here's your car.
Cassie,
Yes.
can you turn the water on to fill that tank? Quinton just peed a little. Did you turn the power on, Quinton? Coming up on full. Should start going up there a lot faster once it's back there. So we should see water go up that clear pipe.
Now it's gonna puke water out that thing, but it's not gonna siphon now. You don't care. You don't even understand. You still don't understand. I'm gonna do another 5 girls and make you guys come in here and explain to me how this siphon process works. Done. That's the next 5 girls. I'm ready for it. Set it up.
Don't
Set it up,
dare.
Nico. Set it up.
Stop.
Set it up, Nico.
No, Nico's gonna explain how it works.
Nope.
Yeah, he was involved in all of it.
Nope.
Yes.
We have a hole. Hope it's in the right spot.
Whoa, that is a sloppy cut. I'm gonna blame that on Cassie. I just needed a little hole there. There's Josh. What you guys doing? Done yet? Oh, look. Why'd you do that? Why'd you put that on the wall? Bye.
Welcome to MTV Cribs. This is my place here.
What's he doing?
This is my sink. This is my couch.
If he sits in that stool will be gone.
And this right here is where all the magic happens. That's it. That's the magic. That's where the power comes from.
Plate number 2. Don't worry, I still have to do a third one. I had her make them one at a time.
We're about ready to test fill number 2.
They're saddle tanks. Don't worry, I'm gonna have you explain that whole concept as well. This is gonna be a great 5 girls video. We're gonna see just how smart you girls are.
Because the last one worked out really well.
Well, every time you guys do it to me, I do way better than you think I'm gonna do. You guys always think you're gonna like throw me off by like, hey, how do you fix a run in nylons?
I don't even know that. I don't understand why you know that.
I used to rob banks. Last thing you want is for somebody to be able to see through them. You gotta fix those runs before they're a problem.
Yeah.
That is our water tank fill hose contraption.
Seems like there's a lot going on.
There is, because of what they put on them tanks for me to connect to and what I got to connect to outside. I had to make it work. I figured it all out. I'll probably over time come up with a better way of doing that. But for now, it works fine. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm very sleepy.
Me too.
Gotta do Kempo tonight. You ready? No. Do star block. You know how to do star block? What if I come give you a bear hug? You know how to deal with it?
I don't even know anymore.
I do.
Good
I'll
for
kick
you.
your ass. Yeah, that didn't work. I didn't need to do that. I'm just really weird. It was a chance that the pipe could vibrate a little bit and cut. I didn't want it to, so I like cut the stud and fold it out of the way, and I'm just. Let me put it this way: there's not a snowball's chance in hell that you would have fixed that. You would have been like, oh, whatever. It ain't a problem. It ain't a problem. And then when it's a problem, Dad, you're the one that's supposed to make sure it's right. Mm-hmm. I don't want to know how. You're supposed to just make sure it's right, Dad. Sounds pretty accurate. Don't worry, your part's coming up. You ready? Are you emotionally ready? No. Because I want you to explain why you do this to me. Because it makes me look like a jerk, and I'm not. You're the bad people. I'm just fighting for survival. I mean, I really want you to explain it, because I still, to this moment, I do not understand it. Yeah, you're out here struggling. What do I do when I see you struggling? What do I do? Tell the world. What did I do? I came out and helped you do it better, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Didn't make it worse, did I? Did I make it worse? No. Kendra's like, watch me, I can paint a board black. Mandy! Who's that right there?
Quinton.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Think he's cutting that short enough?
Seemed a little short.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I should be watching him closer.
in.
No, you wish. This is an outlet. What kind of outlet is it? How many volts is that outlet? You don't want to tell us how many volts that outlet was, do you?
No, I have no idea.
Feels like it's grabbing there. All we have is what you tell us to go by here.
It's good. It's good quality work.
No, you're going to explain this to the world.
Yeah, see? Every last one of you guys lives your life like you can't expect me to know this stuff. That's not fair. I don't know anything.
Look at your face. Look at that face. You're like, here you go. Dad's just going off again. What do you want me to do about it? I'm reading your thoughts right now.
Is it glued or not? Did it mix or not, Steph? See that? Look.
God, I literally said that it did not.
Where are you at?
Right by you.
Sure.
Nico, this is not funny.
Oh my god, I clearly said it's not glued.
I did.
So I don't.
Just part of it.
Well, that's what she was saying. You knowingly put bad product on this sign. You knowingly did it.
Is that a true statement or a false statement?
It wasn't bad when I started.
But did you stick the plastic into glue that you knew was bad? Yes or no?
It was questionable.
Yes or no? How is it questionable?
It was kind of mixed. It wasn't all one. It was just wasn't as mixed as when I started. It was like one was coming out less, not equal. It wasn't.
This is her not being willing to admit that she knowingly assembled those pieces on bad product, because that's the point.
Because you're teaching Mandy a lesson.
Okay, you're either going to tell me what your frame of mind was right there, or I'm going to explain what I think your frame of mind was.
I was mad that Mandy made me do it.
Okay, so I'm not mistaken. Now this just became Mandy's fault. And you still feel that this was Mandy's fault.
It was my fault, but I was not happy, so.
It became Mandy's fault.
Yes.
That's at least honesty.
let it go.
I appreciate the honesty. I understand. I appreciate the honesty.
Literally asked her about it, and she said,
You didn't tell me it didn't mix. You said you
I
didn't know
told
about
you it was not mixing well.
No.
I told her that. And she kept saying, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Are you sure?
That's what she
Do
kept
you
saying.
have any audio to back this up?
I'll have to look, but
If you could find that audio, it would be like worth a lot.
Just let it go, Nico, let it go.
I'm worried about that glue not working. Well, I can't help that. I'm worried again. So what do you want to do? Because the only I want you to go forward, and if it looks like it's a problem, we'll fix it when it becomes a problem. What are you looking for?
There was one. I didn't use all of it, but it's literally like it's busting open.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I can do the outside edge of it, like Dad always does, or the panel, it won't go anywhere. Let me glue.
You did not
And
say
then
it was
busted
mixing
open,
If you
and you
do
said
this
whatever.
right,
You said
it
it
is
busted. You said it busted
perfection.
open.
It's perfection.
That means it's not mixing.
If it busted open, it does not mean it's not mixing. It just means it's coming out the bottom.
This isn't funny. Can we just get over with this?
He's like, I told you he was dead. And you said, no, you said it busted open. Well, that means it's dead. Can you clarify that a little bit for us?
What?
Who's right there, you or Mandy?
Me?
You were right.
Thank you.
I'm not saying that.
He said it.
We can try to pry it off there, and I can try to pre-mix it like Bondo.
The sign is all fine and well. Just let it go.
Nico looks for drama.
I know. He did this.
If you guys-
Nico sabotaged
if you-
my glue.
I'm really
It's
curious.
probably what actually happened.
I am really curious what he's going to do with yesterday's video, because I was in a foul mood for 2 hours because it took you guys 4 hours to get to work.
You got two choices. And I don't know how you do this without making an absolute mess of this at this point. You got wet glue everywhere and all this I don't know what to tell you. And if part of it is good, it ain't going to come off.
No.
So you're going to end up busting this damn thing in half.
I still don't know how she did it. You need to give her a big hug. and say thank you instead of saying it was her fault. 'Cause I don't know how she did it. Did you help?
And she won't really give us a straight answer as to where it was good and where it wasn't.
No, you didn't give us a straight answer.
Don't you roll your eyes at me. You did it.
What are you thinking right now?
I just want to go home.
Right now, you want to go home or right there?
Always.
Why did you put us in this spot?
Nico did it.
So where is the glue good?
I told you that end.
How
It's
much
not
of this end?
that end?
You're like, that end. And I'm like, okay, that's like saying that state. Well, which one? There's 50 of them. The whole state, along the edges of the state. I'm trying to figure out how to fix your problem. You're like, that end. It doesn't work.
It's fine.
So why wouldn't you come get us when it started? Do you not understand that 2-part epoxy needs to mix into 2 parts? Yes or no?
Go get me the bin of epoxy off the counter in Dad's room.
You're gonna have costing hours here, and I'm never gonna trust it. I'm supposed to understand this. I don't understand it. I wish someone would make me understand how shit just happens.
What was going to happen if I hadn't walked out right then?
You knew about it because I brought it up. I clearly brought it up. That it wasn't.
But why
up
would you
to
bring it up
standards.
then instead of when it could have done something about it?
We still did something about it. At least I didn't bring it up after you installed it on the freaking building.
So you.
I brought it
So
up.
I should
We
be
s-
happy that.
Yes.
Okay. At least we know how you feel about it.
If I had this attitude, I would just go put that sink in, and I just wouldn't hook your drain up. And I'd say, you said you wanted a sink. It's right there, Mandy. Use a bucket. I mean, it's.
I don't know how else to put that. To me, that's how bad that was. It's just like, yeah, I put the sign on. It ain't gonna last. Look at it. That was not glued.
That end.
I just want stuff to be right. I don't like stuff falling apart. We're putting way too much into this. But I can tell you right now, if them letters fall off that sign, yeah, you're gonna be upset. Because Nico is gonna, I'm gonna make Nico my dang enforcer.
You got a mafia?
You want to bet? Are you challenging me that I can't go find these?
Yes.
You are.
Yeah.
What's in it for me if I'm right?
I'll give you $1.
$1?
Yeah.
Well,
I have
if you'll
some.
actually pay, that's more than I got out of the $100 Stephanie bet me.
I'll pay.
Oh crap! This is how you pay your bets, okay? I'm so glad that you're the one here.
What?
Rachel, here's your $1. It's in the studio.
What are you challenging?
I just paid a bet. I lost.
I should have bet more though. I should have done like 50 because I asked an employee, but at least he paid me. I don't think Stephanie ever paid that. So
She was right. I was wrong. I paid my bet. It's right there. She can come get it. It's on the table. Unless Nico, if it's gone, talk to Nico. He took it.
Huh?
Hey, give me the self-drilling screws. I'm gonna try to just ram them in here.
Well, that's dangerous.
In the aluminum here. Don't, you know what I feel about that. You know exactly how I feel about it.
It's either that or grow 2 feet.
nothing, because it's your job. It's the least you can do after putting me through that. Do you know what I felt like the second that video started and I heard that tone of voice? I was like, oh shit, here we go again. I'm not the bad guy. You guys are naughty. Okay, you have to do the like, comment, subscribe thing. It's your job. Want a drink? Got some coffee.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
And now tell them you're sorry for what you did.
Sorry for what I did.
There.
I'm gonna go cry in a hole now.